Welcome to the Research Works podcast, live from the European Academy of Childhood Disability Conference 2024 in Bruges, Belgium. Join us for interviews with keynote speakers, world-renowned researchers and clinicians, and behind-the-scenes stories from one of the great paediatric conferences in the world.
Hello everyone, I have Dr. Marco Konings here from KU Leuven and the man behind the whole of EACD. Hello, how are you?
Hi, Dana. Thank you for having me here. I'm doing great. It's a little bit busy and hectic, as you can imagine, but it's I'm gonna be honest. It's I think amazing.
I think it's phenomenal. Yeah. Congratulations on pulling off what I think is probably one of the largest conferences, certainly the largest I've ever been to for one of an EACD.
I think so. I don't have the complete precise numbers, but I think we have a record number here.
It's phenomenal.
It's phenomenal. Yes, there are just so many people. They are everywhere.
They are. To walk from one side of the room to the next, it actually takes a little bit of time to get there, doesn't it?
Yes.
You do have to plan ahead.
But exercise is very important.
Exercise, we talk about that all the time. Fantastic. And we've got to practice what we preach. Yeah. Look, I thought it would be so great to speak with you on this podcast, mainly because you're such a champion for knowledge translation. I mean, you've fostered this relationship with us as a podcast to be here. Number one, incredible. So thank you for that. But secondly, to organize a conference like this, to have the kind of theme that it has, there's obviously a lot of thinking behind the scenes, and you're the man to speak to with regards to this. So how about you summarize for our audience about exactly what your role is, what you do, and I've got so many questions, but let's start there. Let's give everyone some background, because I know you, but
yeah. Oh, you call me the man behind everything at EACD. I'm happy to stick with that title. But I think
we'll say something else to Bernard Dan when he comes over.
I think technically the formal title is back office coordinator that they have given to me. But basically, it's indeed practically everything behind the scenes that's behind the EACD.
Yes.
In terms of getting everyone in the right place to make sure that what we are doing is somewhat sustainable.
It's amazing. Oh, true. Sustainable is a really strong word. Yes, true.
And I think that there's too much to count to really what it all involves. But Congress, of course, a very important one.
Yeah.
And regarding the team, because that's of course an important thing where you want to go to with for this particular one, composing a new symphony.
Yes.
First of all, I'm not going to take credit for the team itself. That's really the team of Professor Montbelieu and Professor Dan who came up with the team. But I joined very quickly after they got the bid back already in 2018, actually.
Wow.
Because originally the plan was actually that we were going to be here in 2021.
Okay.
But then
I know what happened during that time.
I think everybody knows why that has not been the case.
Okay, yes.
But we were really convincing there. Once we knew that it was not going to be an on-site meeting back in those days, we were really convincing towards the EACD board to say, like, no, we don't want an online Bruges meeting. That's not how Bruges works. You have to be in Bruges to experience what Bruges is.
Absolutely, it's beautiful.
So we convinced them to move it to 2024, which means that we are already 6 years on our way to create what we have created here. But it's also good that it's finally happened.
Yes.
However, the time that we have had there to think about what we wanted to do allowed us to also think about what an annual Congress really should be.
Yeah.
And it's, of course, knowledge transfer is absolutely essential. We're in the first place a scientific Congress.
Yes.
But we very deliberately are choosing the cities and the countries where we are going to.
Yes.
And we don't want to be just everybody flying in. And it's great that we have so many people here, but that they just stay here for a few days and then move out again. And that for the location where we are is just like another day, the day after, and nothing has happened. So we really started to think, how can we make sure that our annual meetings also become a catalyst and an accelerator for more in the local community on what is happening? How can we compose a new symphony also with the people that live around here in the region, so that they can also benefit from
Beautiful.
all the experts that are coming in.
Yeah.
And I think we have found some nice initiatives there too.
That's amazing.
yeah.
Talk to us about that, because obviously you're very intentional, and that's you know, to organize a conference you have to be intentional, but you have thought about a lot of this prior to that. What are some of the initiatives that you're hoping to see or have already seen?
Yes, so I think there are 3 events. So we started saying that they were side events, but in terms of the size that they have gotten, I don't think we can call them side events anymore. They have become like full-grown
Okay.
main events next to it.
Yeah.
But we started thinking there on what it should be based. Well, I shouldn't even say we in this case. So what we did, we asked a lot of people from the community here to come join us, and we had a lot. I think a 6-hour-long meeting with all kinds of post-its, in which we asked people to describe like how could we improve your life? What could we do? What is important for you?
Wow.
What are the struggles that you are facing
Wow.
in your life?
Yeah.
And because of then we started structuring all the post-its that we received, all with support from Visit Founders and the Meet for Impact International group. And there are basically 3 main themes that came out of that. The first one was related to research, obviously. Let's say that's important.
Yep. Core business. Very good.
Core business.
Yes.
We have our scientific congress, but even
Yes.
there,
Yeah.
we started to, and that's a very subtle addition that we added in our submission process.
Yes.
We explicitly start asking people, have people with lived experience been involved
I did notice
your,
that.
in your abstracts?
Yeah, that was brilliant.
And again, if very explicitly to start to monitor, like how many people are actually involving the end users in this process.
Truly and authentically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hopefully we will be able to continue this in future congresses to also see like what the evolution is on this. But I think even just asking the question already makes you reflect on, am I doing this?
Yes.
So that's the first track that we had.
Brilliant.
The second one that was regarding technology. On all kinds of levels. I can still remember one example very vividly, because when we talk about technology, very easily we start thinking about all the fancy equipment, the eye tracking.
Yeah, we go high tech, don't we?
High tech,
instantly.
yes.
Yeah.
But there was one parent over there, and because we were already started to indeed brainstorm about high tech solutions, and he said like, yeah, but the biggest technological innovation that I found in the past year was not a high-tech solution. He found a different parent that had made a slightly adjusted toothbrush. Very simple, like no technology, no internet, nothing, just pure simple adjustment.
Yes.
Completely changed the life of the kid involved.
Wow.
Because suddenly he was able to brush his own teeth, which in terms of independence and extremely important for the child, which makes us also realize that there are a lot of initiatives regarding technological solutions out there. We just don't know them.
Take that step back and think about, and engage with them. Yeah.
And then we start thinking, like, so how do we make sure that we create an opportunity for therapists, but also for families to find out what kind of solutions are out there?
Yes.
And we eventually came up with an idea, and we labeled it the experience room. It's at this moment, we're on the Friday of the Congress running right now.
Yes.
It's in a big convention hall close to where we are now.
Yeah.
And there are, I don't know how many stands there are, but I think it's about 35 to 40 different centers, companies, all showing what kind of solutions that they have for families.
Amazing.
It's very hands-on. People can try it out. Have you been there, Dana?
I haven't been, because I've been interviewing, so I was going to ask you, can you get me over there?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Because I really want to go there. I'm very conscious it's on at the moment. I'm like, oh, I'm missing out.
I know your schedule is completely insane, but if you find the time, Dana, I really go have a look there. It's amazing.
I will, absolutely. Yes.
And then finally the third track that came out of that exercise we did to create impact was regarding accessibility, where, well, the first thing that came out is that we asked access to what? We asked them to the people involved there.
Fair.
And their very fair answer was to say everything. But then we said, like, yes, that's great, and you're right. But that's very difficult to achieve.
Yeah.
and so we need to do, because
Where do we start?
we do already a lot for this event, as you may have noticed.
I have seen. Yeah.
So we asked them to narrow it a little bit further down. And then we came with 3 different, do I say that correctly? No. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Sport, culture, and music as the 3 elements in life where they wanted to get access to, and that we should be working on to promote that.
Yes.
Music you have seen there, Dana. I think you were there at the opening concert.
So amazing.
We brought there together 350 children, both from regular schools and special education schools from Belgium.
Absolutely incredible.
Working together for 1.5 years long, practicing together.
Yes. And think of all the friendships and networks that come from all of that.
Exactly.
It's lifelong. Yeah.
And the show was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
But I think the process towards it was probably for us even more important.
Yes.
Because that's indeed, as you say, that's where you get the connections, where you get to meet each other, where friendships are being made.
Yes.
And that's invaluable. And the good news already is we heard from the people involved there that it seems like they're planning for another 2-3 year track to have another concert. So in terms of legacy, we're very, very happy about that.
Yes.
And then, well, we of course then still had the culture and the sports question over there. Now for the culture one, where we're working together, that you may have seen the signs out there about there is a Triennale going on at the moment, a big art festival in Bruges.
Yes.
There's
a lot of people here at the moment.
A lot of people here,
yeah.
We've been working together. There's a bit more behind the scenes on making sure how they can make their event also accessible for everybody. And finally, then we had sports, and then we thought, okay, what's a better way to end really the Congress days that we have than with an actual sports festival?
I have heard that's on tomorrow, isn't it?
That's on tomorrow from 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
Well, we will still be doing some stuff here at the Congress, but a lot of stuff is going to happen then at a school relatively close by here.
Wow.
In Bruges, where workshops are going to be organized for all kinds of different sports, from boccia to what is it? The frame runner, running, all kinds of different sport activities for people with disabilities that they can just try out, experience what it is for them.
Try sort of day.
Yeah, all kinds of adaptive sports possibilities that are available in Belgium, but not per se everywhere in Belgium, and that's a problem. And that's something we want to raise awareness for with this initiative as well, just to show, in the first place, it's a bit. We thought it a bit true. So we thought if we make sure that the parents get here with their kids experience what the possibilities are. Those parents will go back to their places and they're going to go to their local policy makers and say, I want this too. Why is this not here in my community?
Yes.
So that's the idea. And
gosh, Marco, that's amazing. I'm so grateful that you shared that with us, because you're so right. You know, when you come to a conference, you don't want the conference just to be the conference, and everyone comes in and everyone goes back out again, and year after year, they are still very significant events, but you also want to impact. And I know that's a big theme. It's this collaboration and impact generation I heard on the first day. And it's outworked through every part of the conference. And some more visible, some less visible. You may have noted that behind the scenes there are a lot of people working with disabilities. I have noticed.
We had an amazing band performing during the breaks yesterday.
I did hear them as I was coming in and out. That was brilliant.
We'll be performing again this evening also at the networking dinner.
Oh, fantastic. Great. I'll definitely be at the networking dinner.
And it's...
you look proud.
Yes.
You look really proud,
we are proud. We are. It's been an amazing team effort that has been pulled together here.
And something you've thought about for many years.
Yes.
I think that's the thing, isn't it? That you can tell so much thought has been put into this.
Yeah. And I think if I can give a message to future Congress organizers or people who are thinking like, I want this kind of event.
Yeah.
Much more important than the actual. Well, of course, the scientific congress is important. That's not.
There needs to be a standard. Yeah.
But a lot of times, there sometimes can be a tendency that we say like, well, we go to the most amazing city because that's like. Bruges is amazing as a touristic place.
Yes.
I'm not. I would like to think that Bruges has also been chosen because of the plan that was behind it.
Yeah.
And that is something as EACD that we really are going to look into for future bids.
Beautiful.
To make sure that in the whole bidding procedure, we want to see why we should come to your place. What for difference are you going to make for your community?
Leave behind that legacy and make it, beautiful. What a wonderful message, and that's so inspiring. And I'm so proud and honored to be part of all of this. Thank you for having us come along. This has been, it's been so joyful speaking to so many passionate people come together in one space. I feel incredibly inspired, and I can tell when I talk to everyone, there's the themes. I can hear the themes of this collaborative symphony. I can hear the themes of impact generation, and you have done your jobs incredibly well. So thank you. For you, on behalf of the entire team. I know it takes a whole army to do this. Otherwise, you would not sleep. So congratulations. Thank you for your time today. I'm sure you don't look too busy. Everything's running really well. So you don't look stressed in any way. Say yes, because everyone's believing
no, of course not. No, I'm completely relaxed.
Well, thank you very much. And I encourage everyone to, have a chat with the conference organizers. If you see them, they have so much beautiful background knowledge about what they have done to get to this place. And it's a true honor. So thank you. And to all of our listeners, I hope you really enjoyed that. I'll speak to you all again really soon. Bye.